All right, so it is the first video for my everyday May, and I need to prep this room, get my to-do list together, and kind of make sense of what's happening for this month. It's going to be a lot of filming, a lot of work on my part, but I do need to be prepared. So I do have a general idea of like the calendar that I'm going to be doing, but I do need to just in general make this space clean before the chaos, because right now there's just puzzles on the floor, there's puzzles everywhere, and I need to make sure that I can be a little bit sane when I'm doing these videos and having a crazy month of puzzling. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do this again at the end of the month, but you know, I do want to start off with a clean space. So I'll show you some befores of what we're looking at. We have the puzzle collection, which isn't too bad. I do think I'm going to do a little weeding out of just some decluttering on my own. I'm not going to make a whole video about it, just to make some space, because I would like to have the puzzles that are still on my to-do list on the shelving. I do have a huge pile of puzzles that have already been decluttered that I'm going to be putting into the garage for a bit. There's a couple of those piles in general around my room. We have a stack of puzzles on foam board that I need to put away. I have a whole pile of puzzles that are near the keyboard that I need to put or find a space for, at least clean off the puzzle table, clean around the puzzle table. One thing I do also want to do today, which maybe I'll do in this video, is go through my Wentworths, because it takes up a whole shelving area. And I don't think I will need all of those. I was an ambassador last year and I received all of these puzzles, which was amazing, and I have done them. I've done some several times, but I think I would like to maybe reduce the amount that I have. There's just so many of them, and I know other people would love to do those. So I'm gonna go through that shelving because I think that will make quite a bit of space. Also go through this Ravensburger one, because I have done a lot of those puzzles and I'm not sure if I really need to keep all of them. I do like to keep like the competition puzzles, but I feel like a lot of the other ones, I have so many now, which is awesome. I'm so excited to have so many at my disposal to use. But I also know that you can either rent them or borrow them from friends, so I don't necessarily need to have like a whole library of 500-piece Ravensburgers. So I think I'm going to do a little declutter, do a little cleanup, refresh my to-do list on my Excel sheet. I typically use just like a Google Sheets for the puzzles that I have on my to-do list and also what I've done, so I can keep track over the years. And that's just on my system. I know there's apps out there now, but for me it's just free, it's easy, it's minimal, you know, so that's what I've been using, and I desperately need to refresh that. We're just gonna have a video of just chaos and cleaning and figuring out what I'm doing. Hopefully you don't mind. But we do have a whole bunch of other videos planned for this month, like so much. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let's just, I think, let's start off with the Wentworth shelving, because I feel like that would just like make a lot of space for me to put some other puzzles. So let's do that, do a little declutter. We'll clean up the space, because I feel like needing shelving space is like priority number one. So that's the plan. All right, we are at the Wentworth shelving. I'm hoping to maybe part ways with some. I might turn a couple into traveling puzzles for the Facebook group, but I don't need this many. I would love to just keep the few that I want to do over and over, and I don't need to keep all of them just because, you know. So I'm gonna go through these real quick and decide which ones I want to keep. All right, I think I did it. These are the ones that I am keeping out here. So I've done all of these, and then I am keeping my Christmas ones. I just feel like they're in a whole different category, and I'm just gonna put them in the garage for safekeeping. So I'm keeping all my Christmas ones. And then I have a whole stack of stuff that I'm parting ways with, and I think I would like to do a couple traveling puzzles. So I think I'm gonna go to Patreon, ask for their opinions. So that's where I go for like needing advice. So I'm gonna ask them which ones they would like to see. Probably 2 I'll send out. So that's the plan. Yeah, that gives me 2 full shells. So here is the stack of puzzles from Wentworth I am parting ways with. Some may be traveling puzzles, some might give to friends and family, and then some I may sell, we'll see. All right, hello, let me get situated. Hopefully my mic doesn't flip inward like I think it just was. We're just gonna go this way. Sorry if it's distracting, but this is the shelf that is mostly Ravensburger, and I need to weed some things out. I've done a lot of them, although we probably won't redo a lot of them. We have some miscellaneous things over here. We're just gonna tidy this up so that way I can put the few new things away. And I do have a couple boxes here of things that are not taken apart yet. They're just on foam board, so I'll do that too. But I would like to make everything nice and tidy and clean and make some room. So that is the goal. Let's start up here. We have the bits and pieces that I need to keep for the lives. We have the 2 new Ravensburgers that I got at National. So I want to do that one so soon. Then we have a couple from Antelope. I will definitely keep this one. I do not need to keep Picasso. I'm not going to redo this one. So that one can find a new home. We have Peace, Love, and Soul. Haven't done it yet, but I do have a shelf over there that's like Black-owned brand, so I think I might put it with that. We have another Antelope. I probably won't do this one again, so that one can also find a new home. Beautiful. I just don't need to keep it, you know? Space is more worthwhile for me. We also have this Ravensburger. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if I will though with all the other puzzles. I'm gonna keep it for now. We'll see. I love seeing space. Definitely keeping the Valladolid one, which was from last year's Worlds. We have Sweet Streets, which I'm definitely keeping from last year's Nationals. We have, of course, going to be keeping this one. It's one of my favorites, as well as the 1,000 piece version. Do I need both? No. I love both, and I have redone them, so I feel like that's one like I just need to keep. I'm gonna move it back to where it was. This one I just don't care to keep. It was fun, it was fine. I don't think I'd do it over and over, so that one can go. I just wish their 500 piece puzzles that were jumbo size had like smaller boxes. They're so massive. Definitely keeping this one of my favorites. I will keep, of course, Santorini Sunset, one of my favorites. We then have, that one can go. This one's cute, this kitty one, but do I need to keep it? That's the question. I don't think I need to keep this. Like for me, I'd much rather have a cleaner space. And then we have this one from Elspeth McLean. This one is signed, so I'm keeping that one. So already making such good progress. Let me get things organized. And then this one was at Worlds. Do I need to keep it though? I don't think so. I don't think I need to keep this one. So that one can go too. So that gives me like a shelf and a half. And then I'm only keeping the ones I haven't done yet or were competition puzzles. That makes me feel so good. Yeah. It gives me quite a bit of space. This one can go back in. This one will have its spot here. I just need to take it apart. And then that gives me a lot of space to work with. I do need to update my to-do list. Oh, here's one that I got at the thrift store. This one can go in here. Haven't done it yet. And one. Sorry, I'm not giving you a lot of like in-depth information. I will continue my like deep dive videos. I just right now I'm focused on cleaning and getting things ready for May. So that's my goal right now. I'm sorry if you're like, wait, I didn't see that one. Like, you'll see them in future videos. I just need to make space. So that's the idea. All right, now I made a bigger mess. All right, Dave should be home in just a few minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to put away all these puzzles that are on foam board, and that will just clean up so much space. So here is the stack of puzzles I'll put away. We have an Oliver. This you'll see in a video on Saturday, but yeah, we have that. I'm gonna start taking pictures of all of these puzzles because eventually I'll do a sale on my Facebook page. These games I got at the thrift store I need to put away. These are puzzles I got at the thrift store that I need to put away. You know, it'll come together eventually, right? is the next day and I feel like I'm making progress in this room. I feel like in general this video is just like a hodgepodge of stuff that's happening. But what I currently want to do is put some of the puzzles that are in this stack. I'm going to take pictures of them and then I'm going to put them in that closet just to make a little bit of space. I also want to go through the last bit of shelving just to weed out some things so that way I can put the final little collection of puzzles that don't have a home yet over there. I also need to clean off my background space because I just put like a bunch of stuff there. Some are videos that I've already pre-filmed for Everyday May and I just haven't finished it yet, or I have finished it and just didn't put it away. I've also been gathering some puzzles that are from brands I haven't done yet. So we have a whole stack here and I'm gonna go through the rest of my collection to see what other puzzles there are that are from brands that I haven't tried before, and I will do a video on that. That's just like a nice quick little one. And you know, it's getting there. I don't think the place is too bad. I think it'll be fun to just explore other stuff that's in my collection, you know. So that's the plan, is to put these things away and then we'll see. There's just a lot here. So let's get into it. I'm also thinking of like puzzles that I'm interested in doing this month. One of which is this one from Villager, because oh, look at that artwork. It's so pretty. It's from their new collection called Cottage Country. And I have a feeling this will be good. So this will definitely be a video. Also want to do just a couple of these newer brands. For instance, I would love to do this one from Recess. I've never tried this brand. It's called, what is it called? Drunk Cats. I think that'd be a really fun one. I got it when I was actually tipsy, when I was in Leavenworth, and I haven't done it yet. We have some other brands that I haven't tried yet, like this one here from Very Good Puzzles. It's a really fun image. It's been fun to just like look at my collection and see what I have. I think before I put these away, I'm gonna go to that last set of shelving just to see what other space I can make. I have a stack here next to the keyboard that I'm gonna put there. So let's do that. I also have like a ton of sorting trays everywhere from that sorting tray video, and I really don't need that many, but I would like to eventually also go through the sideboard, which is just a mess right now. We'll do that some other time, but yeah, we'll see. But let's go over to this last bit of shelving. It's going to be really poor lighting because it's in a weird spot in my room, but let's do that. All right, we are at this bit of shelving, which is in the corner of this room. A lot of these puzzles are easily missed, or I just don't care to do, or forgotten about, you know. So we're just gonna go through these guys. We have some white mountains here that one I thrifted recently, and then we have two that have been on the to-do list for a while, especially this one. I think this one is one of the oldest in my collection at this point. I actually got it at the flagship store of White Mountain when I was there like years ago. So I would love to pull this one out eventually. We also have some bits and pieces. This one I would love to do soon. Like, I feel like this is such a good like springtime summer puzzle. Need to make sure these are all on my to-do list. One of these, this is just like a giveaway one, so I can put that in the giveaway pile. We have a couple Goodway ones, which are using the Suns Out manufacturer. I just don't like them. I have so many times had missing pieces in brand new puzzles. These have been sitting here for a while. We then have an Amy Stewart, which is fun. Again, I just don't think I'd do it. We have a few others. So I think all these Suns Outs are going to probably be donated because they're such big boxes. They're kind of hard to ship. So that gives me like almost a whole shelf. I'm gonna put the puzzle twist ones here. Like, I have a whole stack of them over there and they haven't had a home. So I'm gonna put those there and that'll give me so much extra space. So let me do a little rearranging, and this is a good thing to have done. Next update, we did clear off the background, and in that process I did find a forgotten puzzle that I'm excited to do. This one is by Nervous System. It's a double-sided, really cool concept eclipse puzzle that I got at Puzzle Parlay, and I really want to do this soon. So this is going to be on like the docket for this month. Also, eventually we will get to the Reverie, which is another one that I've been putting off for a long time. And this one is beautiful. It's called Stories by the Campfire. Another one I want to do relatively soon. So I feel like I'm going to be making, there's a shelf over there that's empty, and I'm gonna just put like video concepts over there for this month. So that way it's like easy things to grab. I think that'll be a really good idea. So I'm mostly done with like the weeding through things. I just need to do the actual like cleaning part. So I think I'm gonna do that off camera. I'll give you an after picture of like everything that I've done. I cleared up next to the keyboard. I put away the pile of puzzles that were on foam board, went through all my shelves, got rid of some things. I still had to take pictures of some of this stuff, and eventually they'll be for sale, but that is not a right now project. Please don't request me to put things on hold, because most likely I'll forget about it and then I don't want to be in trouble. So we're just not going to do any holds. I'm just going to eventually have them on sale on my Facebook page. And yeah, that's it from me, I think. Thank you so much for tuning into this video for the first video of Everyday May. I have a whole bunch of other videos coming, about 30 of them for this month. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you have video concepts, please let me know. I'm going to try to have a couple weeks worth already pre-filmed, so that way I have a little bit of wiggle room. But if you have other video concepts, feel free to let me know, because it's a lot of work just trying to come up with 30 different concepts for this month. But that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye guys.